Hey guys and gals, Homestead Prepper, and the Homestead Prepper, I would like to declare this month as official Booby Trap Awareness Month, and I would like everyone to be aware of the possibilities of booby traps being employed during the SHTF, or if we were invaded by another country. And I know some of y'all are probably laughing and thinking that could never, ever happen, that the United States would be invaded. Well, to those of y'all who believe that, you need to reread your history books, because the United States has been invaded several times. I know the War of 1812, they came over here and the British burned the White House down to the ground. That White House that you see on the news, as I'm sure a lot of you noticed, that's not the original one. Also, in the 1840s, the Mexican-American War, we had Mexican troops over here. And even as recently as World War II, the Japanese tried to get a foothold in the Aleutian Islands in Alaska on U.S. soil, and they were forcibly removed. So don't say it can't happen. It can. And if they continue, if the government has already done one stage of cutting back on the military and National Guard units and things like that, if they continue to do cuts, then we could be perceived as weak to other countries that don't like us. Of course, you know, this could be what the government wants, and that way they could bring in some type of new organization or order. Of course, that's just speculation. But if we did have an invading force over here, they would try to get rid of as many of us as possible through attrition, and one way they would do it is booby traps. So I just want to go over a few things, and one thing I would say, if you're in that situation, you don't touch anything you find out there. I don't care if it's a stuffed animal on the ground. You know, you go into a building, don't go in there, or even something as innocuous as a rake. Don't touch it, because it could be rigged. Anything the enemy think that you might use, or you know, you might pick up, they will use that against you and blow you up. So that would be one thing. I'm going to throw a scenario out here, and let's just say that, you know, we did have an invading force over here, and last night you participated in a firefight in your area, and you get up in the morning and you go out to where the fight was, and it just happened to be out here in the woods, and you're walking through here. Of course, you'd be walking a lot more quietly than I'm walking, and you're looking for brass, spent brass, maybe something you could reload, maybe anything you could find, you know, maybe even toenail clippers. And you come over here and you find a dead enemy combatant. I'm sorry guys, that's the best I can do. I don't have a dummy. Looks like you got that Star Trek disease. But anyway, you find a dead enemy combatant, and man, the first thing you see is that grenade right there. Oh my gosh, you feel like you hit the jackpot. And you get down here, of course this is a fake. Okay, I don't know any real hand grenades, but we'll just, you know, say that you find a grenade, and man, you can't believe this, you have found some 5.56 ammo penetrator, even though you know the enemy uses a different caliber. And you got a couple boxes of that. Let's open it up. Man, green tip and everything. That's the real deal. On stripper clips. Wow. Man, and what else did we get over here? An MRE, U.S. government property. Man, the real deal. Alright, well, you can't believe it. You pick this stuff up and you take this back to your camp. Now, you failed to tell your tactical coordinator, you know, about this stuff, and especially this right here. you just put that in your belt or your pocket, okay? And you pass this ammo out to your buddies because they're all low, and you got a friend who's probably malnourished or something, and maybe you give them this unopened MRE here. And just amazingly, mysteriously, the enemy picks a fight with you right then and there after you've had time to distribute this stuff. And so you crawl down to a ridge and you take your team around there, and you can't believe it. You've got the perfect opportunity. There's 10 or 12 of the enemy over there, and you pull this thing out right here, and you've got the opportunity to take 10 or 12 of the enemy out. So you do it. You pull the thing, you get ready to throw it, and it blows up instantly, no delay. And what's happened is the enemy has planted this, and more than likely they've taken the fuse off of a smoke grenade and screwed it over here on your hand grenade. And you know, whenever you're told to pop smoke, there is no delay. Smoke grenades go off instantly, or at least they used to, and you know, the grenade has a several second delay. So what they've done is they've screwed that fuse in here, and what it's done is it's blown you up and your team, and everybody within 15 meters is either dead or maimed. So the enemy got you with that. This MRE that you thought was, you know, U.S. government issue, it's actually manufactured by the enemy, and the buddy you gave it to, trying to help them out, they're dead because this was poisoned, okay? And this ammo that you passed out to everybody, good stuff, right? Well, what you didn't know, the enemy has taken every 10th round out of here and taken it apart and pulled the powder out of it and made a squib load. That's what a squib load is. It has a primer, but it has no powder, and when you fire it, the bullet goes up into the barrel, and then if you're in a conflict and you're nervous, you are going to jack another round in the chamber, and the best thing that would happen to you is your weapon is no longer going to work. It's going to be screwed up. The worst thing is you're going to kill yourself, maim yourself, or, you know, hurt somebody around you. So the enemy got you with that. So these were just a couple things I wanted to run by y'all. What could happen if we had an invading force, and if we had a without rule of law situation and the SHTF, I think you're going to see people employ booby traps. Now, I don't condone the use of booby traps, especially in a setting like that, because more than likely what you're going to do is you're going to kill innocent people. I mean, you're going to have people, you know, law enforcement may not be available, or it may be cut down to 10% of what it is now, and people are going to feel like they're going to have to do things, you know, to protect themselves, like rigging up shotguns behind their bedroom door. And, you know, you may tell your kids over and over and over, don't go in that door and don't do this, and then, you know, they get up late at night and they want to be with you or something, and they go in there and then they die. So that's what I don't like about booby traps. But I think you're going to see a lot of that employed, and even here on YouTube a while ago, somebody was advocating poisoning their food in case they're ever overrun, and that way if the bad guys kill them, and I guess they were to rape their wife or whatever, they could reach out from the grave and kill them by the bad guys eating their food. Well, the only problem with that is that a gang is probably not going to take the time to grind up those buckets of wheat. Even if you got Engineer 775's bicycle hooked to a country main grill, they're not going to do it. A gang, they're going to be lazy, they're going to want it quick and fast. They'll just go to the next house, and then they'll kill those people, rape them, and they'll slaughter some of their livestock, and they'll have a barbecue. And the grain that they have, or whatever they have, they're probably going to trade that to somebody, and then an innocent family will probably go through all that trouble to grind it up on 2 cinder blocks, because they don't have a grain mill. And they'll make bread, and then they'll feed it to their family and maybe their friends, and then they'll all die, you know. So that's why I don't advocate the use of booby traps in that situation. Now, combat situation, that's different. But anyway, these are just a couple things I wanted to put out there, and any comments or anything y'all could add to this, I would greatly appreciate it. And remember, this month is Booby Trap Awareness Month here on the Homestead Prepper Channel. Out.